Hi. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to create an Excel file that can give a direct feedback to the user based on answers. So, if the user answers correctly his question, it can be any question, it can be a math question, a science, an Arabic, English, whatever. If he answers correctly, he will get the check mark. You can write a message in case of a wrong answer. You can write a message in case of a good answer. We are going to implement the same concept using conditional format and, of course, protect sheet and protect structure. So I create a very simple file with a very simple question like what's the capital of France, what's the currency of Japan, 5 by 5, what's the red planet, and how many days in the week. Now, to give the user the feedback, this is a quiz worksheet. I'm going to duplicate the sheet. So I'm going to use mover copy to create a copy of the sheet in the same workbook. So now I have another file which I'm going to use for the answers. Now I'm going to fill the list here with the correct answers. So now I have this sheet with the answers. Excel is not a case sensitive, so it doesn't make any difference if you write in a capital or a small. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert my feedback message here. So I'm going to use a very simple feedback message. So I will insert the check mark, which is this one. Now, this is the only range that the user can edit in this file. So he cannot change the question, he cannot change the feedback, he only can give me the answer. So I'm going to unlock this range. So when I protect sheet, user still can add his answers here. Now this range I'm going to use, let me make it a little bit bigger, make it center, yes, like this, fine. Now this check mark would be written with a white color, which means it will not be displayed. Now we are going to create a conditional formatting rule that compare the user answer to the original answer. So if the user answer for the first question is equal to the correct answer, I need to format the color of the font to be green. Now we need to make sure that we can move from the first answer to the second answer, which means I need to move from B4 to B5. So I'm going to remove the dollar sign in front of the row number. So now if the user provides the correct answer, the check mark will disappear. Of course, I can format this one to look better. So 5 by 5 is 25. The currency of Japan is yen, and so on. Okay. Now we need to make sure the user cannot see what we have here. So we are going to protect sheet. Yes, you should put a password, and you should. This allows the user to select unlock set. So he cannot even select this one. We can only select the unlocked set. So he cannot select the question, he cannot select the feedback. He can only write the answers. This sheet we need to hide, but we need to prevent the user from unhiding the sheet. So from review, we are going to protect the workbook structure. Again, you should put a password, but because of the training, I'm not going to put a password. So now the user cannot unhide the answer sheet, he cannot modify, but he still can answer. And if the answer is correct, the feedback message will come. It can be, you can add another feedback in case the user add wrong answer. So you can tell him a hint or a feedback. That's it. Thank you.